Good evening, everyone. This is Srikant, Rajan. Welcome to the Stock Market Podcast from MPIinvest.com, the only platform where you learn to invest and trade in the stock market, plan your financial goals, invest in different financial assets, and grow with a community of knowledgeable investors. If you are not a part of the community yet, visit our website MPIinvest.com to join the community free of cost. Coming to the market today, the Nifty opened at 16,594 with a small gap up in spite of SGX Nifty showing some weakness. But then, of course, like I told you in the morning podcast, I was expecting some downfall, and that's exactly what happened in the market. In fact, we could see selling coming in immediately and we could see the market going downwards, but then it started recovering. But then the next selling came around 10:40 in the morning, and that selling continued till 2:45 p.m. In fact, it touched a low of almost 16,438, breaching 16,500 briefly. But then from there came a sudden buying power, and we could see Nifty closing above 16,500 at 16,522. But can this be sustained? That looks difficult, especially the way the US markets are performing now. I will talk about it a little later, but before that, if you look at the institutionals, the FIIs continued to sell, and the selling has actually increased today. Yes, they have sold for 1,930 crores, and the DIIs have bought only for 984 crores. But then with the kind of buying which is actually very less by the DIIs, so this looks like the market was actually supported by the retailers today, else we would have seen a big fall. The broad-based selling in IT sector continued, where Infosys and HCL actually contributed majorly to the fall in Nifty today. Apart from that, we could see Bajaj Finance also going down, but then the auto sector is what was kind of holding up. In fact, I had told you about the sales data which was expected from the auto sector, and we could see amazing results coming in from Tata Motors. In fact, the domestic and international market sales stood at 76,210, which is a 185% surge from last year. Even if you look at the domestic sales, it has gone up by almost 204% for Tata Motors, where it sold 74,755 vehicles compared to 24,500 vehicles a year ago. So it is not just Tata, Ashok Leyland follows. Yes, Ashok Leyland has also reported a four-fold jump in their total commercial vehicle sales, touching 13,273 units in May. So Pro Amit should be sitting with a grin there. Yes, the company had sold almost 3,199 units in COVID hit May last year, and this time 13,273. So that's an amazing number thanks to people like Pro Amit. So apart from that, we could see Mahindra also clocking a massive 208% year-on-year growth in May, while the tractor segment registered almost 48% growth over a year ago. Now apart from that, Bajaj Auto was one thing which actually disappointed. In fact, we could see their sales actually kind of not that great compared to the ones that seen in commercial as well as the car segment. But apart from that, we could see some good movement in Coal India. In fact, it was up by almost 2% after it reported a strong 30% output growth in May 22. Coming to another news from the government, we could see the GST collections actually falling. It was down 16% compared to last month. In fact, last month it was a record, where in April 22, the GST collection was 1,67,000 crores, which was the highest in the history. But then it has kind of reduced compared to last month. But if you compare this with the last year, we still are sitting with almost 44% increase in GST collection. Well, it's common because March being the year end, generally the new billings are done in April, and that's exactly why probably we could see a higher GST collection in April, and May was kind of slightly less. But if we look at May compared to March, March was at 1,42,000 crores, whereas May is at 1,40,000 crores, which is kind of good because Feb was 1,33,000, January was 140, but apart from that, every other month was actually much lesser. So 140 is not a bad number. So I don't think market should actually take it negatively tomorrow. But apart from that, if you look at the US market, things are not looking good. In fact, the US market actually tried moving upwards when the market opened, but then things have gone bad. And as I see right now, all the markets in US are in negative. Yes, so as the Federal Reserve meeting is also coming soon, and 50 basis point hike is also expected soon. Probably that is not giving enough power to the markets. In fact, Nasdaq is already down 1%, S&P 500 is down 1.2%, and Dow Jones is down 1%. However, the fall is not very big to talk about. However, let's see how the market reacts and closes tonight, so that we can get more cues for the day tomorrow. However, I am sitting with some good positions in Gold Club, and I'm sure most of us would be sitting with some good profit right now. So we are carrying on profit. We booked some profits today partially, and we also entered new positions. Hopefully, we should be doing some good turnover there, and some good profits expected tomorrow as well. If you look at the SGX Nifty as of now, is pointing at a muted start tomorrow. In fact, SGX Nifty is trading at 16,391. However, let's see if we can see any recovery after the US market closes. So we will discuss more about it tomorrow, and tomorrow being the first expiry of June, we could see major volatility continuing across the market. So let us be prepared, let us be ready for the expiry trades. I hope all of you are with me on that, and let us have a profitable day tomorrow again. Before we leave, press the like button if you love the content that we share, and share this with your friends to help them learn and invest together with us. This is Srikant Rajan signing off. Goodbye and have a great night.